Remember Julian, the Comet Vance? The wild hair, the red bandana, the fire in his eyes? He was the poster on every kid's wall, the blur of energy on the court. That image, victory frozen in time, is fading. Last week a new photo appeared online. Julian, older, calm hiking stick in hand, hair gray, glasses on. The fire replaced by peace. The internet exploded. Was this really the Comet? The transformation was shocking. The fierce competitor gone, replaced by a quiet hiker. People scrolled between the old and new photos, struggling to believe they were the same man. What happened to the Comet? This wasn't just retirement. He didn't become a commentator or play in Legends events. He vanished, left the court, left the map. He traded roaring crowds for the sound of wind in the trees. It's a story that pulls you in. Why did he walk away? Because this isn't just about tennis. It's about a life, and how it can change in ways you never expect. The legend is gone, but the man remains. And that's where the real story begins. Sometimes the most interesting part of a photograph is what comes after it fades. Let's find out why. Julian's rise was meteoric. He blazed across the tennis world. He conquered the French Open with raw aggression, not patience. The crowd called him Le Comet. He was a rock star with a racket. Back-to-back French Open titles, then the US Open. Night matches, impossible shots, the crowd in the palm of his hand. He played with instinct, not calculation. I don't play tennis with a calculator, I play with my heart. Every match was a show, every point, a risk. He could thrill you or frustrate you in a single game, but that style took a toll. On his body, on his mind, the pressure was relentless. The media, the rivalries, the expectations. He gave everything, every time. The glory was real, but so was the burnout. A flame that bright can't burn forever. He left sweat, tears, and joy on the court. But the fire that made him a legend was also burning him out. The Comet was unstoppable until he wasn't. And when he disappeared, it was as sudden as his rise. The world watched, waiting for the next chapter. But Julian had already turned the page. His reign was unforgettable, but it was only the beginning of his story. Sometimes the brightest stars vanish the fastest, and that's exactly what he did. The end came fast, no slow fade, just a sudden stop. At 29, ranked number 2, Julian announced his retirement. No farewell, no final match. The official reason, a shoulder injury, but it felt like more. Other players rehab and return. Julian just walked away. In a rare interview, he admitted it, burnout. I woke up in a hotel and didn't know where I was. The love was gone. I felt like a machine. Tennis became a job, a golden cage. He craved freedom, silence, anonymity. I wanted to know who Julian was without a racket. He chose peace over applause. He left the noise behind, the pressure, the schedules, the endless analysis. It was too much. He wanted to wake up with no plan, to be just another face in a coffee shop. He wasn't running from tennis, he was running toward himself. The Comet's exit was abrupt, but it was the only way out. He traded the court for a chance at a real life. And in doing so, he found something he'd lost, joy. Sometimes the bravest thing is to walk away, and that's exactly what he did. After tennis, Julian disappeared. No interviews, no sightings, just stories of a quiet man hiking in Peru helping build a school in Costa Rica. He didn't retire to luxury, he retired to the world. Months off the grid, mountaineering conservation work. The competitive fire now fuels his fight for nature. No publicity, no trophies, just real impact. His appearance changed: hiking clothes, gray hair, a weathered face. He learned new skills, new languages, new ways to see the world. On the court, my world was 78 feet long. Now I realized the court was the distraction. He found a bigger game to play, one with no lines, no umpires. The legend became a wanderer, and in the wilderness he found himself. When new photos surfaced, fans were stunned. Shock turned to respect as they saw his happiness. He'd escaped the trap of fame, found a life true to himself. The story became inspiring, not about tennis, but about authenticity. Julian finally spoke. The person you cheered for was a character, the applause was wonderful, but the silence of a forest at dawn is better. He wasn't lost, he was found. A return to tennis? Impossible. His legacy is secure. The trophies are in museums, but his new legacy is still being written. He showed us there's life after the final match point. True success isn't always measured in championships. Sometimes it's measured in peace, in finding your own wilderness, and in having the courage to get lost in it. That's the real victory.